The Aquino administration will continue to work with sin tax advocates to convince the Senate to pass the Malacañang-endorsed Sin Tax Bill. The move is part of efforts to generate revenues for the government and strengthen the country's healthcare system. Rocky Ignacio reports.
The Aquino administration will continue to work with the senators to present the importance of the government version of the Sin Tax Bill. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Abigail Valte issued a statement as the Senate version of the bill is already set for plenary deliberation. Valte reiterated that the revenues to be generated for the sin tax will be used to fund the universal health care program and to improve services from the government hospitals. The Department of Finance projected that the government will get additional revenues of 60 billion pesos for increasing taxes on cigarettes and alcohol products in the first year of implementation of the proposed sin tax.
Well, the team from the Department of Finance, or the team from the Department of Health, will continue to work with other advocates to convince our legislators of how important the sin tax measure will be to providing for more coverage for the universal healthcare program. Marami naman po ding mga advocates ng sin tax reform measure in the Senate. So patuloy po rin pa naman po yan. We will continue to provide the data that they need. We will continue to provide the resources and the materials that they may need once the bill will be discussed in the plenary.
Valte refused to issue any statements about the alleged pressure from the tobacco industry to Senate Ways and Means Committee Chair Senator Ralph Recto. Recto already bared a new version of the sin tax that targets to generate 15 to 20 billion pesos, lower than the projected 31 billion pesos under the House of Representatives version. Meanwhile, Malacañang stressed that it's a personal choice for anyone to smoke, Valte said after some health advocates encouraged the president to quit smoking.
As we have always said in the past, the decision, that particular appeal should be addressed to the President primarily because it is his personal choice. It's his personal decision na po ng Pangulo yan. Pag ang pinag-uusapan po natin is yung pag-quit po dun sa kanyang habit. But allow us to reiterate that it does not in any way hamper the support of the administration for the Sin Tax Bill. In fact, yesterday nga po, kung inyong maaalala, sinabi nga po ng Pangulo na umaasa po siya na yung mga mambabatas po natin ay tatayo sa likod ng Sin Tax Bill para mabigyan po tayo ng pangangailangan natin para mapondohan po natin yung universal healthcare program po natin.
Meanwhile, Malacañang reassured that the palace has a very good working relationship with Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile. Valte said this amidst a reported plan to replace Enrile by Senator Franklin Drilon as Senate President. Valte clarified Enrile and Drilon were present when the President had dinner with lawmakers in Malacañang last Wednesday.
Well, the dinner was purely a social call, as we have already said. And meron po kasing nagsasabing dun daw pinag-usapan yung alleged coup, but the Senate President was there. So let's set things straight. The President continues to have a very good working relationship with the Senate President.
For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.